because as entrepreneurs, I don't know if there's more, like, a lot of people have stressful jobs, right? And I'm sure there's more stressful things than being an entrepreneur, but there's all the weight is on your shoulders, especially if
Yeah.
you have employees, if you're providing for your family, and there's all kinds of ebbs and flows in economies and all that sort of stuff. So that is one way that I know that therapy could help, because you're dealing with a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And the other comment I was going to make is a lot of entrepreneurial dreams have been brought out of trauma, right? People have had a trauma and they come through it and dealt with it, and they were able to help other people also that have gone through that particular trauma. And so something like that, if you're dealing with some sort of trauma in your life, having therapy to help you get out of that will help you progress your entrepreneur, and you could possibly help someone else that went through that same trauma. So.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that with one of the things that in terms of what I do, I love what I do, because not only is it because of some of the personal challenges that I've gone through myself, which was something that actually helped me to kind of get an insight into this field, but it's something that I know, okay, this is what I'm called to do. But had it not been for the fact that I dealt with those things that I'd been through, I would not now be at the point where I'm actually going forward with regards to setting up my own company, writing books, doing music, doing this, doing that. That is not something that I would even have anticipated. And I think it's very important for us as individuals to really think about what is it that you're passionate about, because there are so many people out there who are in professions that they hate.
Mm-hmm.
And yet they would be able to actually give advice to people, and they can see those things in others, but they can't see it within themselves because of that negative internal dialogue that they've had within themselves, not just based on the things that they've been telling themselves, but also things that they've heard since either growing up or things that they have got to the point of believing. And getting to the point of investing in yourself and understanding how to unpick those negative mindsets, and just changing your way of life, your paradigm, will help you to really think about, okay, so what's the next step? Because as an entrepreneur, you haven't got anyone to motivate you but yourself. So if you stop, everything stops.
Yep.
And even if you have a team around you who do the same thing, they're passionate, they're still relying on you to keep the vision going. So if you are not investing in yourself, or you're not working on you to get to the point where you understand, okay, so who am I right now? The vision you have, it might be that for the business, whatever business or a company you decide to start, it might just be maybe for a small industry, it might be for a long term. But if you don't know who you are now, how then are you able to get to the point where you need to? And it's also going to make it difficult, because one of the things that I find with clients and even in interactions with others is that sometimes people struggle as entrepreneurs or things they do because they continue to operate from the old mindset, and the Eunice that I was 5 years ago is not the same Eunice sat here. I might look the same, but I'm not the same up here. And if you don't get to the point of investing in you and understanding, okay, this is what I used to think like before, the mindset that I had then helped me to build this business, to structure it, to get these people around me, it's going to be, even though it was something that was fruitful for you, it will become limited. It will be something that will stop you from moving forward, because you haven't taken that time out to discover who you are right now, and also identify what is the next vision, what is the next thing for the next year, 5 years, 10 years, where am I going? Because things may have changed. And yet you're just struggling and having a bit of a battle within yourself, and you can't seem to go forward. So I would encourage anyone out there, whether you're an entrepreneur, you're thinking about it, you're in a employment, whatever you're doing, invest in yourself. You can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong.
Right.